Today we're going to focus on how insects breathe. Insects do not breathe through their mouth, but instead breathe through special holes in their skin called spiracles. These spiracles allow oxygen to pass directly into the insect's body. They also let carbon dioxide out. These spiracles can be difficult to observe, but are easier to see in some insects such as caterpillars and grasshoppers. This caterpillar has a pair of spiracles for each body segment. As a general rule, insects cannot breathe underwater. If an insect does fall into a pond, it will soon drown. This is because insects breathe through their skin. Flying insects often become trapped on the surface of the water, and once their wings become wet, they are unable to escape. You might be surprised to know that many of the animals that live in ponds are in fact insects. Some of these are adult insects, while some of them are insect larvae. So how do you think these insects overcome the problem of breathing underwater? Before you watch the rest of this video clip, press pause and discuss this with your classmates. Please press pause now. There are three main adaptations that allow insects to breathe underwater. These are breathing tubes, air bubbles and gills. Here is an example of each adaptation. Mosquito larvae are an example of an insect that breathes through a special tube. When the swimming mosquito larvae needs oxygen, it floats back to the pond surface, and the breathing tube is pushed through the surface of the water to allow the larva to breathe air. Breathing in this way means the mosquito larvae has to return to the surface quite regularly to breathe. Some pond insects, such as beetles, actually take their own air supply underwater with them in the form of a bubble. When the beetle returns to the surface, it grabs a bubble of air, which is trapped against the beetle's body by special hairs. This beetle can then swim around underwater until the air bubble runs out. The beetle then swims back to the surface, grabs another bubble of air and dives underwater again. The bubble appears silvery in colour. You can see the air bubble on the underside of this beetle. Some insect larvae, such as damselfly larvae, actually have gills. They can obtain oxygen from the surrounding water and do not have to keep returning to the pond surface for air. We hope you enjoyed finding out about how insects breathe. Here are some more things you can think about and discuss in your class, and some ideas to help you make your own observations. Out of the different breathing techniques we have looked at, what type of breathing do you think is most efficient? And which of these do you think was the least efficient way of breathing? Discuss your ideas with the rest of the class and include your reasons for your answers. You can also use books and the internet to find other insects that breathe using tubes, trapped bubbles and gills. If you have a school pond, collect a few animals and observe how they breathe. You can place them in a small aquarium or use magnifying pots or microscopes. See if you can also record the time each insect is able to remain underwater before it needs to return to the surface to breathe.